No! 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 No!
That's the only way I can start this halftime segment, guys. Oh, my worst nightmares are coming true before my eyes. All right, so at least they missed a field goal at the end of the half. I mean, we got that going for us. They get the ball back first. Trying to be positive here, guys. I'm trying to be. Oh, okay. Why? Guys, I'm not going to crash out here. We're not going to crash out. We're not going to do it. We're going to pull up the PFF. We're going to pull up the stats. We're going to show some things. It's not good. It's not good. Our offensive line isn't holding up. Caleb's not. It's not all Caleb's fault. No pressure on the defensive line at all. Austin Booker is the only one that looks semi-good, but then the secondary is just non-existent. They do not know how to defend. They look like college teams that aren't set for the NFL. They didn't make the transition from college to the NFL. All right, so I had to look it up. The Bears' biggest comeback in a playoff game was against the Packers in 2005. They were down 16-6, and they came back and won that one 22-16. So the beginning of the second half is going to be really important for them to establish, does this team have a backbone? Does it have an identity where they want to go to the next round of the playoffs? If we don't win this game, Packers fans are going to be insufferable. But even more than that, like, they've got the experience, yes, but we had a half of experience, right? So now we've got a half of experience. Let's take that half of experience, make the halftime adjustments, and do what the Cardiac Bears have done all year, and let's turn this thing around. It's possible. The personnel is lacking, all right? We've been talking about it. We do not have the defensive line for this. We do not have the secondary for this. Jalen Johnson makes me want to rip my eyeballs off, and I don't know if he's not healthy or if he's just a shell of himself and that surgery has taken it out of him. Nahshon Wright is terrible. Tyreek Stevenson looks semi-decent, guys. He looks good. Nick McLeod should not be on the football field. He should not be touching grass. And I know CJ Gardner-Johnson is injured, but put anybody else in the football game. I'm actually happy DeMarco Jackson is in there. I haven't looked at the stats yet. I don't know how DeMarco Jackson's doing, but I'm happy he's in there because he's one of our best coverage run defending combo guys. This is making me feel like this. All right. I understand we don't have the personnel. We don't have the roster built for a Super Bowl run, but we wanted a win or two. I mean, to make it to the NFC Championship game would have been a dream. To make it to the next round, the divisional round, was kind of a realistic goal. We should be beating the Packers. And Matt LaFleur is playing with our secondary like it's practice. And our practice, or our secondary are looking like they're in practice. They aren't hustling. Even that last play there where Jordan Love ran to the outside, Tyreek Stevenson saw what was going on, just kind of jogged over. Hey guys. Yeah, he's going to go out of bounds. I'm not worried about it. They have to stop the clock. They got to kill the clock. I'm not in a hurry over there. Go over there and lay him freaking out, man. Go lay him out and set a precedence for this team for the second half of this game. I could not stand it when I was watching that. I was like, oh, my God. And he's not the only one. I'm not just pointing him out. He's not the only one. This team is laying down before our eyes. And to the Packers. To the Packers. So I know many of you probably feel the same way. The only thing I can say is don't stop watching. It's the Cardiac Bears. All year they've done this. This has been the Cardiac. 6 come from behind wins. The biggest one was 16-6 in the playoffs for us. We were down 10 points and we won 22-16. So if you want to watch history, now's the time to do it. Halftime is a good time to take a break from this. Kind of like a bye gives a guy a break. Halftime's the time for the adjustments now. I am not saying we are going to – this is feeling a little low right now, but I'm here for it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to watch it. All right. This is how everyone feels right now. Yeah, and look, that name's pretty familiar. This is spot on, though. We're making the Packers look like Super Bowl contenders. No run D, no pressure, no sense of urgency. And you know what? The Packers aren't that good. We've watched it. We watched them these last 3 games. They've been the 31st ranked defense. They have stopped us to 3 freaking points while putting up 21. It should have been 24 on us. And you know what? They're getting pressure without a good defensive line. So, all right, what we do on here, we pull up the PFF stats. We're going to do that real quick, and I'm going to get off of here because I might have a conniption. Share screen. Let's do this real quick. You guys can see how these guys are doing. All right. So here's the defense first. Let's refresh it, see if it's up to date. Come on, refresh, baby. All right, Kyler Gordon, best grade so far, 87.4. Nothing happening against him. 8 total snaps. Looks like he needs to be in there a little bit more than Tyreek Stevenson. Another good, just like we thought. Another good grade. Jalen Reeves-Maybin's been in. I haven't realized that. Dom Robb has been good. You've seen that. Haven't noticed Kevin Byard. I'll have to watch after the game. But here at the bottom is what's hurting us. TJ Edwards out, but Jalen Johnson. Andrew Billings still not showing up. Nashawn Wright, Nick McLeod. These guys are killing us in the secondary. Nick McLeod, Tremaine Edmonds, the one over his head, terrible. So Tremaine Edmonds, Nick McLeod, Nashawn Wright, Andrew Billings, just absolutely terrible so far for this game. Let's go to offense. There'll probably be some good grades, some decent grades. Ozzie, Jonah, let's look at the blocking. Rome, limited snaps. Let's see. All right, pass blocking. Darnell Wright with the pressure. 2 pressures on Ozzie. Don't like to see that. That's the noticeable one. Drew Dahlman allowed one as well. So Joe Tooney, in his all-pro way, has led the team so far. Oh, guys. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I mean, the killer here for this game so far, 21-3 at halftime. So down 18. So there's, like I said, the biggest. Did I not have it sharing the screen? I do. Good. Okay. All right. I know that's kind of small on your screen. I'm not going to show too much of this. We'll do stuff after the game, but there's kind of your mid-game stuff so you can see how the team's doing so far. Colston Loveland in run blocking blew off the chart. Love to see it. What else do we want to see here? Pass rush. Let's look at the pass rush so far. Non-existent. Jervon Dexter with 1 pressure. Austin Booker has been the noticeable one. 2 pressures for him. Other than that, nothing. Win rate, nothing. You look at this. Chris Williams, nothing. Dominic Robinson, nothing. Andrew Billings, Grady Jarrett, Montez Sweat, nothing. Overpaid. Not coming back. It's the frustrating part of this game right here. So, all right, let's give some hoorah. Let's take this off the screen. Yeah, Dennis Allen not living up to it right now. Obviously, probably not going to fire the guy after we go 11-6 this year, but this defense is not prepared. This secondary does not look good. I don't have anything positive to say. Game's over already. Looking at top 10. I didn't mean to jinx the team by putting a defensive line analysis for the draft before the. I thought we were going to win this game. I'm not going to give up hope yet, guys. I'm not going to give up hope yet. We don't have top-tier players. You're right. But I'm going to say this. Fire Allen for what? We simply don't have top-tier people on defense like we do on where we're not getting the best out of the top-tier or the bottom-tier defense either. Yeah, how hard is that hurting us now, not having a really taken defense in the draft? I mean, obviously we love Colston Loveland. We love Luther Burden. They've been powerful weapons, but it's a shell. It's a half team right now. And I know this is the feeling everyone has right now, and I know this is true. I completely agree. I'm going to put my false hope right now, my Bears fake hope for just a minute. We've come from behind 6 times this year. We've seen history on this team. We've seen things happen we haven't seen before. Iceman can still come out. He wasn't looking like it the first half, but Iceman can still come out. So I'm just going to say 2005, the Bears came back from the Packers being down 16-6 to win 22-16. That's all I've got. But I completely agree that the first half has felt completely like this.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And whether I come back at the end of the game or not is probably dependent on whether we come back in this game. Otherwise, it'll probably have to wait till tomorrow because I can't. This is gut-wrenching. Yeah, I don't see us re-signing Nashawn. I don't see us. I see us cutting Tremaine now at this point. Tremaine is a huge liability, and somehow we're going to have to get out of that contract with Jalen Johnson. Enough of that talk about him wanting to restructure again and get paid again. The dude is not the same since his injury. And if we don't draft a defensive tackle round 1, I'm going to be talking to someone in Hallis Hall. Yep. You know what, guys? I feel all the sentiments except maybe Sean Pitt's 26-56. I don't feel that sentiment, but the rest of them, I feel your guys' sentiment. I feel your pain. We don't have the personnel on defense. We're a year away. This is a good draft for defense, but I still want to see a miracle because drafting at 22 as opposed to 26 is not a big difference, or 28. It's not a huge difference. That we want to win this game. So let's hope we come from behind. That's all I've got for you guys because I got to get back and see a miracle happen. I'm going to pray for a miracle to happen. Just hold on there. Bear down for one more half. We're going to call it right now. Bears are going to do the same thing they did in 2025. We're going to come back. We're going to hold them scoreless in the second half, and we're going to win 27-24. 27-24. How about 24-21? They're going to be scoreless in the second half. So 24-21. That's what we're going to call right here. All right, guys. Hopefully we'll see you after the game. If we don't, it's because we lost.